Yeah, I think in the end this tech turret really worked out on the last game, just like we'd expect.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time though, like as I said, they weren't playing at their best, so
Yeah,
we
obviously.
could give it the benefit of the doubt, you know. Anyway, so looks like Noise will be facing up against Fear in this game, and Riku against Fate. So, PhatE, I don't even know how to say his name.
PhatE.
Like I could be even one of those casters who doesn't know how to pronounce people's names and could theoretically offend tons of people.
I do know it just from the fact that I have cast some games with him. So
I see. So he's actually said.
yeah, Indrid likes to call him PhatE. And yeah, some guys say Fate or something, and he says he wants to be called PhatE.
Okay. So it's really interesting here. Like Noise and Riku are being very expansive with their capping. Look, that's going to be a 2-0 cap straight off the bat, and they're going to do some back capping afterwards. So
Yeah.
Noisy using his classic 3 heretic build, going to do that very quickly.
I mean, Noisy in general just goes for pure victory point pressure, even at the very start. He does so in 1v1, and yeah, never change a running system, that is.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's completely contrary to like the way that I play the game, but
Yeah.
maybe it's because I don't know. Space Marines are so endgame orientated. Anyway, I mean, just little skirmishes right now, like Riku knowing that it's a little bit risky going up against the Warboss with 2 shooter boys in reserve. Doesn't really know where the slugs are either, so, you know, wisely just plinking away at the Warboss. Turn is coming in to contest Noisy's newly established map control and not going to back off into that Doom Bolt, so Fear holding the line actually was a good idea.
Yeah, Riku is on the other hand skipping any expenses. He will just, I think he will just purely go for his ASM as soon as possible.
It's interesting to see like oh no, he's going for a heavy bolter dev instead. I like this choice. Okay. I generally like this choice because Warboss is he's pretty good against ASM, and plus with the addition of the Pain Boy, it's really quite risky to go for ASM straight away. If I do want to go ASM after, then I will. But before, you're just asking for him to go Pain Boy and just countering you.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Still, I expected him to go too, but okay, Riku apparently seems to learn.
Really? What is this? But okay, so PhatE's opting to go for Stormboy straight away, and this is actually going to work out considering he actually started queuing that up before he caught sight of the heavy bolter dev. But you know, at least he's not going to fall for the trap, because once there's a heavy bolter dev and shotguns for Dark Riku, and if he has only a Pain Boy, it is really hard to counter a heavy bolter dev completely. Like, you can suppress it and try to rush it, but then shotguns in reserve. It's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
So overall, I don't think like this, like, yes, the Spore Mice do quite a lot of damage. They are really annoying, but I really question that like why they are like this in design. But that's the story for another time. Let's go back to this game.
Yeah. Okay, so big suppression on this blob. Again, Fear making the, I don't know, the mistake to blow up too much. Just
wow! Look at how much work those 3 heretics are just doing on retreat.
Yeah. They're just swarming. They're not even exploding.
Wait, I'm pretty sure this is like a Tyranid strategy, but with chaos. But no, Fear picking up Spore Mines now, so Spore Mines obviously very effective against heretics, so it is going to be a good purchase so long as they are just swarming around without their leaders. I mean, overall though, I do feel that Noisy and Riku have done extremely well. Yeah, see, he's going for this 1-1-1-1 build now, which is it's going to be effective. I think it's going to be a very solid build, covering each other's weaknesses, working quite a lot like campaign, I suppose. But yeah, I think Noisy and Riku have done very well out of this early game, considering that they shouldn't have that much map control, but they do.
Yeah.
And that's really encouraging.
I'm wondering if I mean, I have seen a lot of games from Fear today, and he really likes this range block. I wonder if he will be trying to go for a range block again, and if Noisy chooses to get some noise marines in tier 1, that is, before even going to tier 2.
I mean, considering Noisy's position is on the west, it's going to be reasonably difficult for him to actually use them for gem bashing. So if you're going to go that heavy on T1, you're going to generally have to get some gem bash pressure. If you don't, then they can just sit back and out-tech you and smack you in the face with a vehicle. And
that's a good point.
Like they don't even have a soft AV option in T1. Like Noisy, no chance. So it really would be too questionable, I think, to pick up Noisy on top of what he has already. But big engagement happening outside Riku's base, like shotgun blast being used, ASM in a lot of hurt, but getting the heal, no problem whatsoever. Doom bolts coming in very timely and helping out, but yeah, ASM having to retreat, having done their purpose. And are they going to drop a model?
Storm Boys?
Yeah, they had dropped a model, and Storm Boys, yeah, full pretty much the melee retreat out. The shooter boys are in trouble. They're going to get out.
Going down, maybe.
Yeah, Warboss is dead. Yeah, that was a very, very hopeful hard boys. He was never getting out of that situation. But excellent engagement for grenade launchers. I didn't expect that. That's a really nice choice, actually, considering how much range blob there is out there. I actually really like this choice.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I have seen him at any point in 1v1 upgrade one of his heretic squad, but he likes to do so here.
Oh, what's happening with this?
Sigil.
Oh wait, whoa! Sorry, Sigil. It's so hard to keep track of what he's actually, where everything's going.
Yeah, but they have spore mines and in retreat path. See?
Yes.
One
it's fine. He's not going to want to suppress himself either, so Doom hits reasonably well. That's going to be a devastating model.
Oh,
Riku's so unfortunate. Oh, Riku's so unfortunate. Did you see what happened there? Like, if the model had died straight away, the devastating Marines would have been fine. But because they didn't, because he stayed alive, they tried to regroup and, basically regrouped around the spore mine. It's pretty unfortunate. But massive suppression going down in this range block, which buys some time. But this is only just trying to buy time, as there's no way that Riku and Noisy are going to win this engagement. So they back off in good order, haven't lost too much, and they're getting to tier 2 first. So
yeah, PhatE is apparently floating.
Yeah, he's probably quite distracted.
I guess so. I hope that he... No, he's still
distracted,
awake.
I mean possibly tired as well.
Yeah, I was just checking if he is moving his units, but he does, so he is still awake.
Yeah.
Stormboy's making on the node.
Floating 204 power now. This is the kind of thing I do, float 500 power over 4T2. I'm exaggerating, of course, but like, yeah. This is gonna put him at a big disadvantage because, let's be honest, with Fear, yeah, he finally hits T2, but
okay,
the button, not even tier 2 itself, but Fear going for this double zone throw. I mean, these warrior broods are only going to be able to get adrenal glands, which is not going to counter a Razorback, and that means that they can't even rely on Fear to pick up the AV, because that would be a warrior brood on top of that. I don't think that's coming out anytime soon. So he's going to have to wait until Fate gets to tier 2. PhatE, rather. And even like Orc AV is like it's not exactly famous for what they want to go for, But anyway. Noisy gonna go for these corn CSM yet again, so looking to overwhelm them in melee, and yeah, now that I can, go on.
The corn CSM seem to synergize very well with the sigil, and he seems to get the sigil every game. It looks like.
I think like mobility and surprise is an incredibly powerful tool, and Noisy's very good at exploiting that. It's not just about like not everybody can like lay down the marker and throw the sigil wherever they want, but it's a complex ability to use that requires good understanding of how the battlefield will look afterwards.
And demon armor coming out again.
I mean, this is a bit that you can tell they're getting desperate when PhatE was using the hard boys on sluggers to force off attacks. I mean, just so they can get a foothold in map control. I mean, it's not like it's not a use of power like
Storm Boy not in the back of the Razorback.
Nah, it's fine. The Razorback's far too fast. Like, and Riku wasn't gonna let it just sit there attacking the rear armor.
Yeah, that's.
Blood Crusher in trouble though. This Blood Crusher I think is in quite a lot of trouble. I mean, at this point, like PhatE wishes he had enough red for not hard boys for future choppers, because that Blood Crusher would have gone down much quicker. Instead, he gets hit in the rear. He gets hit in the rear, and that is like one zone throw going down. Like, beautiful flank from Noisy. Oh my god, Dark Flames on top of that. There is so much AoE going in on this blob, and down goes the Blood Crusher, but who cares? There is 4 mines. Everything joined the party now. Wow. One engagement. Beautiful flank from Noisy, doing a ton of damage. Fear, very lucky, not losing much more, like almost losing
8 HP.
Yeah.
And there's Bloodletter spawn, yes.
Oh my god. He's gonna get 1 HP on the Storm Throw. Oh my god. But like Noisy was like so close to getting 2 zone throws and not just the 1. That was unbelievably close, but engagement's still not over though.
Weird Boy might die.
Jesus Christ, this is like a Christmas fight. Beautiful retreat grenade on the Storm Boys. Shoots us. Oh my god, this is like an endless fight. I mean, casualty list for Noisy and Riku, 1 Heretic Squad and 1 Blood Crusher, and I think Noisy and Riku just broke their back. Like, Noisy getting out of Chaos Dreadnought, Fear completely stuck in tier 2. Not even sure how much packs, like bringing his Lictor alpha back would have. I mean, he's not gonna res unless he forces off the enemy army, so I don't know. This is going to be really difficult to come back from, so let's see what they've got.
I have trouble hearing you. I think your transmission is somewhat bugged at the moment.
Do you think it's the microphone?
No, I listen.
Yeah.
I
I lost you for a second there as well. I just realized.
Okay, it seems some kind of
the internet. I think it's the internet.
Skype bug or something like that.
Maybe. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah.
So I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but the Weird Boy actually did go down for PhatE.
Yeah, it went down.
To some summon Bloodletters. So PhatE basically stood there and tanked the Bloodletters with his Weird Boy.
It's a beautiful play. It was from Noisy. Riku held fine and pinned them in place as Noisy came in from a fucking Fear and PhatE were not ready for that. And yeah, I mean, there was so much bleed for Fear, but also he lost his own throw, and PhatE lost his Weird Boy. I mean, this is looking very ugly. Oh, Chaos Dreadnought might be in trouble though. The Warp busted, so slowed. The Venom Brute's still on the high ground though, needs to get to actually get some shots in. Now that Chaos Dreadnought could be absolutely fine. Ooh, look at these Storm Boys though, double buffed by Warboss Globals, but taking a lot of damage nevertheless and having to retreat.
Yes, I'm in retreat.
Yes, no, he's looking for the shooters instead. I mean, they're much easier prey, and he might yet go down. They might go down. No, they're 8 HP. No. Oh, losing that opportunity to wipe a shooter squad. But is he gonna get the other shooter squad? He might. He very well might. Going for the sluggers. The shooter's down to 22 HP. Is he gonna go for it? He's gonna jump. He's gonna jump. What's he gonna get? Oh, he needed to go for that shooter. Come on.
No. 3, 1.
Yeah, one dead. Buff slide. They're still dead. So, really a beautiful engagement. Oh, Fear gonna lose these hormones, are they? I mean, it's getting to the point where we're literally watching in Fear's units on retreat constantly and thinking, oh, I'm gonna get wiped. It's really ugly, guys. It's for you watchers who don't know what's going on. It's looking really bad for Fear and PhatE.
Oh yeah. And the victory points spoke the same language, so...
And
Yeah, I
this
mean, it's a triple cap again.
I mean, Riku's got some really nice Razorback play here, constant jumping in, vulnerable units into the Razorback and reinforcing off them. And look, it's he's got level 2 on HP Dev, level 3 ASM, level 3 Shotgun Scouts, Stern Guard coming in now, and yeah, this is a pretty much indomitable line for PhatE to try to break, and that's why he's heading straight for tier 3, because he doesn't think he can break it. Yeah. Oh, Riku not Riku, Noisy losing his Sorcerer, and that's been a nice engagement for Fear because he forced off Noisy completely, and Chaos Trot not nearly goes down. So I think Tyrant Guard making an instant impact. So considering that he is so far behind, like the pace of the game, I really agree with Fear going for this Tyrant Guard because he needed to make some plays happen. And yes, it is going to be countered by this Predator, but he needs to make something happen or the game is lost.
Yeah,
and
true.
With only 43 VPs left, 2-0 cap against him, it looks pretty lost. Riku saying that he's got all bombardment left, so pretty sure he wants to use fireworks at the end of the victory, you know?
Yeah, and Fierce Blob basically asking for it.
Yeah. Here he comes. And with the Justice deployment, yep, there you go. Fear very slow to react to that. Very slow.
He maybe didn't expect it to spread.
Oh my word!
Tyrant got down as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that was a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage.
Okay.
You know, once upon a time, do you remember back in those days when old bombardment was described as giant flashlights? Those days are gone. Those days are gone. That does a lot of damage.